biztech C-suite conversation show. Today, the focus is on cybersecurity, given the increasingly complex landscape that companies are facing. And to do that, we feature SonicWall, a company that's been engaging in combating the cyber criminal industry, safeguarding small and medium-sized businesses and large enterprises worldwide for the last 30 years. Now, to give us insights on about SonicWall, we have Debasish Mukherjee. He's the Vice President of Regional Sales, Asia Pacific and Japan at SonicWall. Now, Debasish, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much for inviting me. And this is an exciting opportunity. So I'm here in your platform so that I can reach out to as much as possible to my customer decision makers and share our stories.
Now,
thank you so much.
For a start, could you give us an overview of SonicWall, its history, and your role within the company?
Yeah, so SonicWall is, as you rightly said, it is 30 plus years organization. It's a 32 years. So I normally say it's a 32 years plus young organization. The reason is because we have seen a lot of ups and downs. But once we came out from Dell, we have actually reinvented this organization. And we are keep reinventing this organization because we realize that, in cybersecurity, we need to be relevant. It is not that we are only producing a new technologies or product and we are only talking about that. Every day things are changing. So if we are not relevant, probably we are not efficient, and we will not be there maybe in after 5 years or 10 years. So that's the reason I keep saying this is a young organization. And when you are a young organization, you are agile, you adopt and change, right? That's what we are doing it from last couple of years. And what we have done in recent from last 1.5 years with our new CEO, Bob Wanker, who has been promoted from a CRO to CEO, we have listened to all our customers, partners, and understood what is their pain point. We are doing good in our firewall business, our email securities on all the security stack. But what we have realized, I think few areas we need to improve. And that's what we did. And we came out with a new technology so that we can solve your business pain points. That's the important, right? You are not, as a customer, not bothered that, okay, what product, what solution are you offering me a solution which is protecting me? That's what we are trying to do it.
Okay, and give us an overview then of, in the Asia Pacific region, the sort of clientele and industries that you are predominantly in.
Okay, so SonicWall is working in vertical across. So from a retail to manufacturing to healthcare and the government, right? So everywhere we are present, and we do not differentiate, right? Okay, how to address all these vertical, because see, security pain point is same for all the customer, right? If I give you an analogy, like when a human have a fever, right? We cannot differentiate a human as a CEO or a labor in that organization, right? The fever is fever. Similarly, in the cybersecurity, I cannot differentiate that, okay, it's a SMB customer or an enterprise customer, it's a retail customer. They are the compliance requirement may be different, but understand that the pain points are same, right? Even if every customer, any retail customer get attacked by ransomware or any type of attack, he will also be out of the business. He will lose his business. So even similarly for enterprise. So what we are doing is we are not differentiating any vertical, but yes, we are very much present in all these vertical, and we are addressing a lot of large deals in government and even the deals in the retail, healthcare, and manufacturing. All these verticals, we are very much present.
Now, I want to zoom in on something you've just released, your 2024 Cyber Threat Report. Could you give us an overview of what the report covers and what are the significant differences, say, from the report last year in 2023?
See, if you see and zoom into the report, you will see lot of type of attack. Every type of attacks are increasing, right? Probably the regional variances are there. And that's what a lot of people ask me that, okay, give me a regional variances. Yes, those data is available in our threat report. I encourage all of you to read that report in case you are interested in data. But the bottom line is, you as a customer, if you ask me, and that's what we are hearing from all my customer, that guys, I don't care about this data. So the ransomware is increasing, cryptojacking is increasing, IoT is increasing, fine. There is a data point is required so that you can create your business plan that, okay, where exactly you need to focus. But there is no pattern. Yesterday, maybe, or maybe 6 months back, IoT was less. Now IoT is more. Maybe ransomware is more in Europe, less in Asia. It does not matter. Everything. So the summary, what I would like to tell all of you, and I'm sure you as a businessman and all the listeners in the customers, like who is listening to this, as a decision maker, is this matters to you? For you, the question is, all these data point, how it is relevant to me, what solution you can give me, right? How you can protect me. And that's what we are talking about. All these are attacks are increasing. They're all sophisticated attacks. That's the problem. Now, what we need to do is we need to focus on the relevance of this attack and design our strategy that how we can protect you as a customer. That's what we need to actually discuss. Hope
And
this
so,
makes sense, right, Brian?
and I completely agree with you, because essentially now cybersecurity is is almost like a utility. It's a must-have. It's not a nice-to-have anymore. And so if I'm a CIO or CISO, I have faced with a couple of choices. One, I've got to keep investing in resources and headcounts and so forth in order to protect myself better. That's one option. That's one point of view. But also increasingly, my other option is then look at, and that's where vendors like yourself provide the solution. I look at it as a service, and you can provide me with a managed service. And I look at it as a cloud base or whatever it is. I pay you a fixed fee per month. You look after things for me, and you are responsible. Tell us about this trend towards managed services in cybersecurity.
You're spot on, and that's what we are seeing. We are hearing from all our customer that, how can you protect me? So when we are talking about this, we are hearing from all our customers, partners. That's what I just said, and based on that, we have developed our product, and we wanted to position ourselves as a platform of choice. And this platform we wanted to offer to our MSPs, and then MSPs can actually solve the customer's problem, because they
Okay,
are the
and I'm going to
front
stop
line.
you here. So I just in terms of your
Yes.
acronym, MSP is managed service providers. So that's a partner that you work with in individual markets to deliver your solutions.
Thank you so much for clarifying this. Yes. So we as a platform service provider, we have the layered defense. All these products are available. And what we are trying to do is so that all this, because there is an intricacies, right? When you are as a customer, if you are investing in all these solutions, right? Today also you have some solutions. Are they talking to each other? Are they sharing intelligence, right? Are they giving you a single pane of glass visibility? And then there is a human element, because what we are talking about is when there is a threats are so sophisticated, a human element has to be there. Someone has to monitor your attack and take some intelligent decision, right? That's what is the managed detection and response kind of services are there. So with this entire offering as a platform, we are offering to all our managed service partners, and managed service partners are actually offering this as a services to all our customer. And that's what customers are looking for, that I don't care about these vendors, because 3,500 cybersecurity vendors are playing in this market. Which one I should buy, I don't know. Even if I buy, I don't know whether I'm protected or not, and who will be assuring me that, okay, whatever I have implemented, is it correct? So multiple such things are moving parts which someone has to manage, monitor, and solve. That's the managed service providers, and we are like a back-end platform provider for these managed service providers.
And this trend has also been driven by a much wider trend. which is basically the whole industry is faced with a shortage of skilled resources. So as a CISO or CIO, I can't even recruit the people necessary, even if I want to do it in-house. This is my biggest challenge now. Now, walk us through the skills challenges in the Asia Pacific region. And we're looking really from anything, everywhere from Singapore to Indonesia to Malaysia. The problems are there.
Absolutely. And it is not only our region problem, it is a global problem. So if you pull out any report, everyone is talking about cybersecurity skill gap. The reason is very simple. The reason is the market demands are more and it's growing day by day because of all these sophisticated attacks. And because we have to develop this ecosystem and the skill, which will take some time. So that's what we are seeing, that we are getting the people or resources are actually from non-cybersecurity background. And that is causing more complexities, more problem, right? To solve this, of course, we will take some time to build this gap or shrink this gap. What we are creating is we are creating all this integrated platform and all these services. For example, when any MSPs or some managed security service providers are taking SonicWall platform, everything is integrated. Now, this platform required human element. This platform required someone has to monitor your services or your environment, which is through the managed detection and response. We have a SOC where we have a people who are actually supporting these MSP vendors so that we can create a collaborated effort so that we can offer, because we also understand even if I give a best in class product or platform to my managed security partners, they cannot probably help or deliver this complex solution to all the customer. So it is has to be supported by us as well. So this is what we are doing. Plus we are also using all the technologies available like the AIs, right? How we can use by using AIs detect what are the problems or the drawbacks in the system so that we can fix. So this platform is so intelligent that can actually give you all these informations and even remediation options.
And I want to just jump in and take you on that point around AI. AI then really is quite a game changer in the cybersecurity, not only from a defensive, but from an offensive perspective. Give us a sense of
Exactly.
how this is changing the landscape in
Yeah,
cybersecurity.
so from the defensive side, anyway, we are using, right? If you see all our advanced threat protection system, which is not new, and probably we are so efficient from last so many years, we are hitting almost 100% effective rate, proved by ICSA lab. SonicWall is the only brand which is actually hitting that score. That means our defensive is very good. And that advanced threat protection is actually protecting. But that's a defensive side, as you rightly said. What about the offensive side? So when we need to see proactively that what exactly is in their environment, because we all are human. We implement the solution, but we don't know whether it's correctly positioned or not, whether it is correctly configured or not, whether patch management has done properly or not, right? Because these are all the moving parts. People are doing it, then forgetting it. People are changing the configuration, they do not refix those configuration because we are in this industry. So at least I have my personal experience. I can share. One of the customer Sunday called me, right? And they said there is a breach in my system. And then everyone, entire my team jump into that because it's a breach. So we need to start finding out why it happened. Eventually, we came to know that someone in their organization has opened all the port because the backup vendor has asked to open the port to do a POC and everyone forgot to change the configuration. So this kind of silly things, right, can happen. And probably we don't know, and you as a CIO cannot even figure it out, right? Okay, what's going on in you have implemented all the sophisticated technologies, but your human element is missing.
And
So
this is the key
this
thing,
is
isn't it?
AI
A
can help you.
human, this is the human element that is often the weakest link in in cybersecurity. I hear this constantly across leaders like you talking about it. How do I, as a CIO or CISO, help my organization and ensure that they are better equipped to handle cyber attacks or ransomware threats and so forth, especially from the human element? What do we need to do?
See, one way is entire industry is talking about the training, regular drill, all these things are all is mandatory, right? As a compliance, but still we are human, right? We don't know where exactly we are doing fault. So that's the reason what we are doing is we are integrating AI tools in our platform so that that tool will actually constantly check your environment where exactly is the flaw. And it will give you an alert, okay, this is the problem. And you need to fix. If you do not fix, it will give you constant alert, depend on the system which you have built, that okay, it will escalate even to CIOs or even CEOs that this is the problem, or which we are building. Of course, it is not ready, it will come. Even if you do not act, we will enforce, right? So this is also coming up. So we are using those technologies so that we are trying to see all angles how we can protect you, not only the technology, but even all these configuration things, patch management, all this.
Debashish, has been a fascinating conversation. I've really learned a lot. But before we leave, any final thoughts and key takeaways you'd like to leave the audience with?
Yes, so I think I always keep telling all our customers, please focus on security efficacy. Ask your vendor, whomsoever you are using, instead of the best in class or best of breed product, how effective this security is, whether they can protect you, right? What is the mechanism in case any breach, how they will support you. I think this is what you need to ask, and you need to take decision not based on the brands, based on market share or Gartner report. So that's what is, you need to focus on security efficacy, and SonicWall is actually working on security efficacy. And we, as I just now said, right, we are hitting 100% score on ICSA lab, and that's what is our key component. And of course, we can protect you through this platform and all these advanced technologies which we are developing.
Debashish, thank you very much for taking your time to be on the show. I really enjoyed it. I also learned a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brian.
Now, we've been speaking to Debashish Mukherjee. He's the Vice President of Regional Sales, Asia Pacific and Japan at SonicWall. I'm Brian Fernandez, and you've been watching and listening to BizTech's C-Suite Conversation Show. The show will be on our website, www.biztech.asia, as well as our syndication partners, TV stations, radio stations, and websites. Thanks a lot for tuning in.